I didn't think it would happen in that fashion. But I said at the beginning of the stream, I think we win, but I don't think we keep a clean sheet. Newcastle pen was like 10 kind of ago. It was more game changing. Yeah, but if we get our pen, we go 1-0 up. And the way we were playing, I think maybe we step on the gas. But who knows? All we can talk about is what happened. It doesn't matter. You will never win playing like this with this manager. When we say playing like this, though, I don't under this. The way we played in the first half was very, very good. We had 20 shots, 7 on targets. And when we're talking about not being creative, I understand. Yeah, see what Rance is saying, brother, and bring his news back. Bro, we know what Rance is going to say anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? But Trossard, Calafiori, and Gyökeres prove they're not starter level to me. I agree. Listen, yeah. Let me just talk through my thoughts on this game. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me talk my thoughts through this game, because what this game showed me and what I'm hoping we get from this game is yeah, is Arteta beginning to step on the gas. Because I'll tell you what, Nick Pope, possibly man of the match. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick Pope was probably player of the match for me. Player of the match, man of the match, whatever they call it. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick Pope is probably player of the match for me, because we're talking about Arsenal playing with the handbrake up and not playing attacking. And in the first half, just the first half alone, do you know what I'm saying? We could have, on another day, taken the game away from Newcastle. We could have been, I think we probably should have been at half time 2-0 up. Do you know what I mean? We don't get the penalty decision, and it affects us mentally, in my opinion. It affects us mentally. They get the corner. Mosquera gives away a really poor corner. He's still betting into the team, but that was poor because he's been good. So now he's been good. I'm holding you to the standards of a good player. He gives that away. Gabriel, who's also been fantastic, not even good, he's been fantastic. Cheap. Goes down cheaply, and we give them a goal. And then we have to fight back hard to get to fight our way back. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, man, them say sleeping pill football, but I ain't seen certain man comment in the chat for all 20, 30 minutes because the hate watch was unsuccessful. Do you know what I mean? But we should be, what we've shown today is if we attack and when we attack, we can be better. And Arteta had this same problem when he bought, what I actually don't want to see if he's going to continue to be manager of Arsenal Football Club next season. I don't want to see him spend 60, 70 million on players no more. Because when he spends 60, 70 million on players, like he did with Havertz, and like he's doing with Gyökeres, and he's forcing them into the team, and forcing them into the team, and forcing them into the team. Remember, Havertz only got good when he played 9, and my man signed him as a 10 or an 8 or something, yeah? But when we have Merino up top, not a great striker, I'm not saying he is, but when we have Merino up top, or when we have one of these makeshift strikers up top, we look a better team. If we've just got Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Eze in the 8, maybe Ødegaard in the 10, Rice there as well, do you know what I'm saying? We looked a much better team. Your main signings, Gyökeres and Zubimendi, look worse. We as a team look better when your main signings come off the pitch. Once Gyökeres comes off the pitch, well, Gyökeres didn't even come off the pitch, but Gyökeres just not even involved. Once Zubimendi comes off the pitch, Merino comes on, Ødegaard comes on. Like, some of these players are regressing how we play. Do you know what I'm saying? And what we've seen today is, that if we play attacking football, we can go and do it. There's no reason to not go and do it. We've been forced. A lot of Arteta's best managerial decisions since he's been manager of Arsenal Football Club, he's been forced into make it. He didn't want Havertz to be a 9. He was forced into that. He didn't want Merino to be a 9. He was forced into that. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. When he's making the decisions, sometimes it's looking shaky. But when he's forced into decisions and we have to go and play attacking football, it looks great. Do you know what I'm saying? Conversation has to be had about Saka if we're being real. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, we looked a lot more attacking once he was off the pitch. I personally think that could be down to fitness, but maybe I'm biased and I'm just making an excuse because he's my guy and I like him. We're both from West London and he's from the academy and all the rest of it. But once some of these players come off the pitch, we can go a lot more attacking. Do you know what I'm saying? Madueke is very good at beating his fullback one-on-one. Dan Burns is a very good defender, so I don't know that Madueke would have dubs him up this game. But Saka didn't dubs him once. He didn't get past the fullback once. The only time he got past Dan Burn is when he sprinted down the line and beat him for pace, then got the shot off with the right foot. But in terms of cutting inside and creating, he didn't. So Gyökeres looks dead, but also, at what point did the winger create for him? We just saw towards the end, Ødegaard Reverse ball through the defense to Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly tried to play the ball across to Gyökeres. It would have been an easy tap in for Gyökeres had the ball got across. At no point when Calafiori was on the pitch, when Saka was on the pitch, before the subs were made, at no point did we do that run. At no point are we breaking the lines with the fullbacks coming in. Timber again. Do you know what I mean? Timber, same thing. Timber was very, very good today, but in terms of crossing the ball early, we've got to get this striker some service. When we do get him service, he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good, but we have to keep getting him service. We have to. We've got a 65, 70 million pound striker. We have to give him service. And I do think that maybe once if we got the penalty, it may have been like a Havertz situation when Havertz started at the 9 and he didn't have a lot of confidence, and Saka gave him one of the penalties. He scored the penalty and then he went on a bit of a run of scoring. It might be the same thing. He's going to need a couple shit goals and a couple tap-ins to get his confidence up. But we have to be creating the opportunities for it. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to. And we've just shown that we can score goals. If we attack, we can score goals. In the first half, we were the far better team. Do you know what I'm saying? In the second half, we were not necessarily the better team, but we came up with the goods at the end. Do you know what I mean? We showed a little bit of mentality and we came up with the goods at the end. And I kept saying through the stream, I think we'll come back. And I only had confidence that I thought we would come back because of how we played in that first half. The first half told me we can go and attack and be confident. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt in that first half. But anyway, listen, 2-1 away from home against Newcastle. I said we're not keeping a clean sheet against Newcastle. We're not. Do you know what I'm saying? Newcastle is a solid team. And if they get that second goal, they're locking it down. They are locking it down. Do you know what I'm saying? And we ain't scoring no 3 goals against Newcastle with 20 minutes to go. It's not going to happen. So to come out of there with 3 points is very good, and to try and keep a little bit of pressure on Liverpool. But realistically, with the firepower that Liverpool have and the firepower that we have, bro, we can't look at ourselves as if we were to win the league this season, that would be amazing. Like, that's a real up. We can't be no favourites to win the league this season with the firepower that them man have got and the record they've got of winning leagues and winning Champions Leagues in recent years, and we don't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why we needed a player like Isak to take us to the next level. He went to Newcastle, Liverpool. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? But these are the kind of signings that we need. We got Gyökeres, and I'm not defending him, but we need to find a way. If the manager's going to play him, we need to find a way to get the best out of him. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But man, them, thank you for an entertaining stream, especially the haters, because the hate watch was unsuccessful. And couldn't you imagine, for you non-Man United fans, could you imagine if these Man United man stop bottling it and come and do the stream? Can you imagine the hate watches, the successful, amazing hate watches we would have watching them get slapped? Can you imagine the scenes when Jensen slaps that goal right at Bayern and Bayern just falls over like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't even know like what, like, just falls over like one of Andy's toys in Toy Story when Andy walks in the room, like, man just flops on the floor like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, successful hate watches will be on this channel, but not for us, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them, call an ambulance, but not for me, blood. Not for me, cuz. Don't call an ambulance for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Call an ambulance for you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine Lex when Bruno misses. Bro, imagine Lex, period, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He's all now Lex ain't replied to my voice note. So it is what it is, man. Them. Hate watch unsuccessful, 3 points away from home at Newcastle. One thing I know for sure is Man United are not getting no 3 points at Newcastle's ground, but that's not going to happen, you know, like that. So for now, I'm going to be back next week. OnlyFacts podcast is out now. We're shooting again on Wednesday, and we're going to talk about it because who knows? I need to try and get this Amram content ASAP because who knows how long Amram's going to be in the job. Do you know what I'm saying? But for now, I'm out. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Leave all your hateful comments down there because the hate watch was unsuccessful. That's the title of the fan cam when Shane clips this up. Big up, man, them. Love every time. You know what it is.